This is Lucille Kahn with SWLA Channel 69. In today's top story, California Governor Newsom signed the Safer Streets for All Act. It repeals a California law that criminalizes loitering for the intent to engage in sex work. Prior to the passing of the bill, the law permitted unjust profiling, harassment, and arrests of transgender and cisgender women of color by law enforcement. According to a study by UCLA Law students, over 2,000 arrests were made in LA between 2017 and 2019 for loitering charges, which is over 25% of all sex work-related arrests. Here's Ashley Madness from Sex Workers Outreach Project Los Angeles to tell us who was most affected by the now repealed law.
Well, the law explicitly targets street-based sex workers. We have some data that shows that this law severely disproportionately impacted people of color and transgender folks. For example, while only 9% of the population of Los Angeles is Black, 56% of people arrested under the law that we just repealed were Black women.
So how will the Safer Streets for All Act change things on the ground?
Not only will sex workers no longer be arrested for loitering under this old law, but anybody who was profiled as a sex worker, any woman at the wrong place at the wrong time of night, anybody who was just in a community that the cops choose to harass and to target and to disproportionately police. Some criteria that you could use to justify why you made an arrest today was that arrests for sex work have occurred in that neighborhood in the past. So it really gave cops an extra excuse to continue police oppression.
Wow, Ashley, thank you. We have one more expert here to speak to us. Arnita Rogers from ACLU of Northern California and member of the Decrim Sex Work California Coalition. Can you tell us about the group who's responsible for this new legislation?
Decrim Sex Work CA is a coalition of current and former sex workers, organizers, and allies with the mission of advancing the human rights, safety, and well-being of people in the sex trade. Senate Bill 357 was the group's first legislative campaign, and with its passing, California is one step closer to acknowledging sex workers as deserving of full dignity and respect.
Thank you so much, Arnita. The Safer Streets for All Act was co-sponsored by the ACLU Cal Action, Asian Pacific Islander Legal Outreach, Equality California, Positive Women's Network USA, St. James Infirmary, SWAP LA, and Trans-Latina Coalition. Thank you for joining us tonight. Until next time.
Subscribe to our channel below and make sure to find us, follow us, and friend us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.